All right, you guys, sometimes the automotive world is just too much fun. Do you remember my Chrysler 300 build? I'll go ahead and link to the cards right there to that playlist. Well, I actually just sold that car yesterday, and not 30 minutes from the time of selling it, I get a call from the guy saying, this thing won't run anymore, it's broken. So your heart drops, the worst kind of call. You don't want to get that call. So it's dark already, we hook up the trailer, we run out there, look at the car, it's misfiring, won't stay running. I'm like, what did I do? What's happened here? I've done this a million times. What could have possibly happened? So we went ahead and loaded up the car, brought it back to the shop and did some diagnosis. I'll let you watch those clips now. So what I'm doing is I disconnected the main fuel line from the engine, and I'm gonna turn the key and make sure I've got a little bottle, the line stuck in a water bottle, empty water bottle. I'm gonna turn the key on and it should prime the fuel pump, so I should see if I actually have fuel pressure or not. So that's step one. Maybe not as much as I would have expected though.
Well, don't drink it.
Trying to smell if there's any kind of water in there. So what we have going on is setting a code for a multiple cylinder misfire. So basically it's saying, I'm not sure exactly which cylinder it is that's misfiring because many of them are misfiring. So I watched the misfire monitor and it said primarily cylinders 1 and 2 are the ones affected by it. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and pull the coil packs off, remove the spark plug, inspect the spark plug, see if I see any sort of issue there. If not, then I'm still kind of working off the assumption that I'm dealing with some bad gas because the car sat for a pretty good period of time. So there's a chance that something settled, and then after we drove it for a little bit, water or something got up into the pump, sent it to the rail, and now it's misfiring. So that's the plan. Not seeing any problems with the spark plug at all. And one thing I could do is I could turn the fuel pump on using the scan tool and just pump it all out through this line here into my tank there. But it's not going to take care of all of it because there's already a bunch in the rail and stuff. But it's something, you know. So I'm going to turn the key and it'll prime. If you can look and see if there's any leakage on the hose at all.
Okay.
All good. All right.
I hear it.
Sweet. So I'm just gonna watch the fuel gauge as we go. That way when it gets totally empty, I can shut off the fuel pump relay and then dump some fresh gas in there and then get it up to the rail and hopefully try to clear out whatever's in the rail by running it, but that may not be possible. I may have to actually remove the rail and dump it out. Actually, I might be able to do that now while this is running. I should probably do that. I'm gonna grab some trans gel, something to lubricate these O-ring seals because it's really easy to pinch one of these things, putting it back in. So I'm just gonna lube up this seal real quick so I can slip them back into place. Oop, found some more.
It started being on you.
They do that. All of a sudden the vacuum seal breaks and they find some more fuel. I don't know, pretty much the only thing we can do at this point is throw some fresh gas in there and see what happens. See if it works or not.
And that's regular gas?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. It's still gonna cough and sputter at the beginning for sure, but hopefully we can get this thing to clear up a little bit, and if we can't get it to clear up, then we'll take it and actually go put some more good fuel in it, and hopefully we'll have a problem solved.
Let me do a compression test real quick on this thing.
What's a compression test?
So the cylinder needs a certain amount of pressure when the spark plug fires to actually light off the mixture. So you do a compression test to make sure that everything's sealing properly. If you've got less than 100 PSI in the cylinder, it's not going to ignite the mixture properly and you'll have a misfire. So this is just kind of a quick check to make sure that the cylinder is making enough pressure, like you making sure you don't have a bent valve or bad rings or anything of that nature. So I have to come back here and pull the fuel pump fuse before I run the compression test. Otherwise the car will be trying to run while you're doing the test, and that's not what you want. Okay, I probably should have started with that. You can hear actually that there's a cylinder down, because when you hear the engine turn over, you so it's a cylinder down for sure. And I'm checking cylinder 3 here, and I have 0 compression on cylinder 3. So I should have started with that. I got to yank the valve cover and see if maybe a push rod came off, or rocker arm came off the push rod, or that's what I have to assume happened in this scenario. So I got to pull the driver's side rocker arm or valve cover and take a look. All right. There we go. Ah, broken valve spring right there.
Why'd that happen?
That's a faulty part right there. These are remanufactured cylinder heads. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Well, you know what? The only thing is I'm happy in that it was a part failure and not an assembly error, because I'm sitting here thinking, how in the world could I have screwed this up? I've done this a million times. Right there. I don't know if you got a good shot of that or not, but
Let's see. Kinda. There.
yeah. So
Yeah.
actually, the good news is that the cap, the valve retainer and clips in there didn't fall off and fall down inside the engine. That's actually really good news. So as it is, I can just replace that valve spring. But
How long is that going to take?
it's not going to be today. Yeah, it's going to have to be, if he's willing to let me deliver the vehicle, I'll have to do it tomorrow, fix it, and then take it to him.
Guess we know what our day is shaping up to be tomorrow.
Yep.
Any other words?
Well, on the whole, I would say that on the whole,
No.
preparation H.
No. Say something else, not on the whole.
As far as what I could have found, this is one of the better things. This is not a catastrophic engine failure. This is not an assembly error. This is a simple mechanical failure that, while it is an issue, it should be able to be fixed fairly simply. Having said that, if it bent the valve, we're not going to be doing very well here. That would stink. Shoot, I need to check that.